Today, I want to talk about how credit limits are determined. I know sometimes you guys are sitting out there and you're wondering, why is it that some people get approved for a $300 credit limit and other people get approved for $25,000? So today I'm going to explain how credit limits are determined. So stay tuned.
My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector, a subsidiary of Clear and Strategic. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from management to owning 2 debt collection companies. Over the last 10 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit. Now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. Let's go.
First of all, I want to give a big shout out to every single one of you guys who have liked and subscribed to this YouTube channel. I have a goal of hitting 4,000 watch time hours within this calendar year. I am about 100 hours away from that. So share with your friends and family and thank each and every one of you guys who have done that. Now, I'm excited to bring to you guys a new program that I have coming out. It's already out, one-on-one coaching with me directly. It's time to learn and trust yourself with money, period, point blank. Up here, you can go to clearandstrategic.com. You can check out the actual website for my coaching. What it is that we're offering, just in a nutshell, is money management, financial guidance, real-time results, fast actions and plans, and peaceful prosperity. It's time for your dreams to become reality. And a lot of that's going to have to change with your relationship with money. So there's some things I can do with regards to coaching you, getting you on that right path. If that's something that you're interested in, go to this website, clearandstrategic.com, or down in the description below, you can sign up for a free consultation with me. The next thing that I want to talk about is if your score is in the 4s, the 5s, or 6s, check out this website, Ask a Debt Collector. You can schedule a free consultation with me. We can figure out where your credit is now and what is needed to get you to your goals, to get you into that 700 club. So sign up for a free consultation. You can click it right here, this red, schedule my credit consultation with me, and we can get you where you need to be. And lastly, one of the things that I give every single person who comes to this channel is a free letter bundle. As you can see here in the red, the button is bouncing up and down. Click here, you will get a free goodwill letter, a cease and desist letter, as well as a pay to delete letter. Absolutely for free. All you got to do is come to this website, Ask a Debt Collector. Click right here, free letter bundle, click. Kit, and then right here, download my letters, input your information, and all 3 of those letters absolutely for free. Let's get right into how credit limits are determined. The first thing that you're going to want to look at, and I think that is the most important, is this: your income. Every single application with regards to figuring out how your credit limit is determined is going to be based on your income. If you're not making any money or you can't prove that you're making any money, chances are you're not going to get approved for credit cards in general with a credit card limit. So your income is very key. Understand, with these credit card companies, when they determine your income and you put your income, a lot of times it's your household income. So depending on how many people live at your house and how much money is being made, you can actually add that as your full income with regards to that credit card. Just make sure you're reading the small print, because a lot of times they want to know your household income versus your income directly. But your household income can include you and your spouse. And sometimes if you are living with your parents, a lot of times you can include your income in that aspect. But your income is very important with regards to determining your credit limit. And obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. The more money that you're making, the higher credit limits that you may get approved for. So keep that in mind. But don't overinflate that income, because they will at times ask to verify that income with a pay stub And there's a possibility they may call your place of employment to verify your income. So don't say that you're making $200 an hour when you're only making $15 to $20 an hour. So try and be as honest as possible, but the household income can include you and your spouse and whoever else is making money into your home. The second thing that they're going to look at is your debt to income ratio. What is your debt to income ratio? A lot different from just your income. I always tell people it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you take at the end of the day. If you made $100,000 a year, and when they looked at your debt, i.e. your credit cards, your mortgage, your car payment, so on and so forth, and though that debt is higher or equal to your actual income, chances are when it comes to applying for a new credit card, your credit limit will be low. So how do you work around your debt to income? Is by obviously not applying for a bunch of stuff that you don't necessarily need that's reported on credit as trade lines, right? And number two, keeping the other credit cards that you have, the utilization down low, because whatever your monthly payment is on those credit cards, car payments, and mortgage, they factor that in with regards to figuring out your credit limit on a credit card. So your debt to income ratio, you want your debt to be low versus your income so that way you can get a higher credit limit. Number three, types of credit cards. Now, let's face it. Here I have many credit cards. I have probably over 17 credit cards in general. And some credit card companies will offer you higher credit limits than other credit card companies, no matter what your debt to income ratio is and so forth with regards to that. So I have credit cards that offer high credit limits. I have credit cards that offer lower credit limits to start you out. Every 6 months, I'm asking for a credit card increase. But across the board, depending on what credit card company you're dealing with, you want to find credit card companies that offer higher limits. The fourth thing that is looked at when it comes to your credit is your credit history. Your credit history, as we know with regards to your FICO score, it represents 35% of your FICO score. So your credit history is what type of trade lines do you have on your credit profile now, right? Do you have credit cards that you pay on time each month without being late? Or do you have credit cards where you have late payments or derogatory accounts on your credit profile, collection accounts? If you have those things, chances are you won't get approved. Now, there are credit cards out there for hard money lenders with regards to getting approved for credit. If your credit is struggling, they are out there. But ultimately, what I recommend every single person do is you get rid of derogatory accounts. If you have any late payments on any of your trade lines, you got to get rid of them, as well as you got to have low utilization on your credit cards. If it's your first credit card ever, why would a company give you a very high credit limit? A lot of times, based on your credit history, that'll determine what your actual credit limit will be. The fifth thing to take in consideration is the limits on your current or other credit cards. If you have 5 credit cards and your limits are $500 each on all 5 of those credit cards, when you go apply for a new credit card, chances are that credit limit's going to be around that amount. One of the things that I always recommend people do if you don't have any credit established, you don't have any credit cards at all, is you add an authorized user account. If you've been watching my channel, I talked to you how my wife was approved for our way higher credit limits because she was an authorized user on her mom versus myself getting lower credit limit approvals because I was just starting out in my credit journey. Authorized users is a great way to do so, but take in consideration if you have 2 or 3 credit cards and they're around the $3,000 credit limit mark, when you apply for a new credit card, chances are it'll be around that ballpark depending on the type of credit card that you apply for. And the last thing that I want you to look at is your co-applicant's info and income. I'm not a big advocate for co-signing for anything when it comes to credit, but there are times, in fact, where that comes into effect. So if your co-applicant that you're getting credit is not so good, or if they have lower credit limits. A lot of times when applying for new credit, if you're doing it with someone, they're going to factor in all 6 of these reasons to determine what type of credit limits that you're going to get with regards to your credit cards. If you want the $25,000 limit credit cards, the higher limit credit cards, make sure you pay attention to these determining factors so that way you can be prepared and have an understanding with regards to the credit limit that you're going to get with a credit card. Now understand, if you do start off at a lower credit limit, make sure you use the credit card, you make your payments on time, and every 6 months ask for a credit limit increase. That way you can maximize the amount of credit. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And like I always say, you be great.